Hi everyone, I'm Amy. I'm Jessie. We're here to help rock and roll you through about 12 minutes of energizing work. So, if you have a ball, any ball, tennis ball, or just a kid's ball or a dog ball, anything, we're going to start with rolling the feet, okay? Just wake those nerve endings up, maybe even massage some tissue if it's feeling tight in the feet. You guys who know me know my feet are always an issue. Get all the way up into those toes. Maybe massage that transverse arch a little bit, maybe the longitudinal arch, that long arch. The one everybody knows is the arch. Get your heel.
Yeah. You know, one good thing is a lot of us have been wearing shoes a lot less this year.
Yeah, I know. We got a lot of let's switch feet. We got a lot more tactilely aware is our word, tactilely. Just made it one, buddy. It's a word. Very scientific. Get your toes, all those different arches.
This is a balance challenge too.
Heel.
Crack, snap, crackle, pop.
Yeah. Got to lose this ball. I'm going to kick it backwards.
All right. And then we're going to work with our hands. So same idea, beginning with our extremities, getting our senses going. Let's bring our right hand. Oh,
Let's do our ball first.
oh yeah. I was actually really excited to move on to the next one. See, look, so easy.
We're going to roll. We're going to roll around to find our balls.
Yeah, no, I don't mean to diss this one. This one's good too. Yes, just getting from the center point out towards what we call the root of the fingers, out towards the fingers themselves, out towards the fingerprints, right, and then back in. Getting just some good old fashioned sensory stimulation here. Mine has little knobbies, so that's kind of nice.
Good. You know, one of the size balls, if anybody's a cat lover, one of the size balls that I love, especially for the hand, is those little play toys the cats use, the red balls with the rainbow on them. They're like $2 in the pet aisle. Those are really good for massaging your hands.
Smaller than that?
Yeah.
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 Okay, now we can get on to what I was so excited to do, which is to bring, let's start with my right hand, whatever you'd like, and the left fist comes right into it, and then we can just either press down, is that right? Or kind of find a twist.
You're pinning that hand, and then maybe doing a little bit of rotation with the pinned arm.
So that forearm, as you can see.
Don't be discouraged if you're doing this and you don't see any motion. The first time I did this, I couldn't get my hand, my arm going anywhere.
Do that on the other side. You know, our hands and our feet are working for us so long and so hard, sort of thanklessly, tirelessly.
Gotta give it a little bit of love. All right, you guys want to wake up the rest of the body? We're going to come down to our bellies. We're going to do some sideways rolling. This is going to bring you back to your childhood. I'm going to challenge you not to use your arms here, but you can use your legs a little bit. You might need something to propel you to the side. And we're just going to roll like a log. Let's go to the right.
My sister and I used to play the game Steamroller. Like when we were supposed to just be watching a movie, you know, like when you least expect it, someone just comes right on over,
Rolls right over. It's really fun when you're doing this, everybody, to just let your limbs sort of fall over you as you come. Just
like a seed plant.
yes, that's a good analogy.
I like it.
One more time, the other direction. That's so fun.
It really is. It's so good. I could do that for 12 minutes. All right. And we were just rolling. Now we're going to be rocking. So come to your back. And there's a few different ways you can do this. You can hook your ankles one over the other, maybe the non-dominant way. I tend to always do it the same way. Or you could flex or point the toes, but nothing lazy in between. You're welcome to have the hands on the fronts of the knees or behind the knees, and we're going to just rock on up. Now, you might play with keeping the feet off of the floor when you come up. You might play with touching if that helps your stability. You might challenge yourself not to touch. You might choose to shine at the top. You have to make that sound if you do. Maybe you even find a little flotation here at the end and hang out here and play. Totally your call. And then we're going to go to downward facing dog. So you can maybe do this more acrobatic kind of flip to get there, where we just woo-hoo, be very acrobatic. Or you can come up, absolutely. You're welcome to come up more. I'm going to wait here. Step by step by step by step. Yeah. And then there's downward facing dog. So good. Bend one knee a whole bunch. Bend the other knee a whole bunch. Say hello to those hammies. Hands wide like starfish. And then let's play with a couple of different rotations. So we can go to a relatively wide-legged, feet about as wide as hips, to squat. Oh, I got a nice pop. Roll forward to plank. And then lift those hips really high. And then see if you can do that more, finding just a little more smoothness every single time. So that we're creating these ovals in space. And then the next time that you're in plank, simply reverse down into those hips. This is my favorite direction. Yes, because of the articulation forward to plank. Is that why? I think I like the pushback. And then the hips up, because it helps me with my down dog position. Oh, yeah. Pushing back. And yeah. Yes. All right. And then one more. And we're going to lower down to knees. Our knees? Yes, because we're going to rock on our feet a little bit more. So now I'm going to turn sideways so you can see my feet. So let's start with tucking those toes under. Okay. And this is just a few times. We're just going to keep those toes tucked under so we can stretch the arch of the foot a little bit. And you don't have to make your rock a huge exaggeration forward. It's really about getting those hips back towards our feet and stretching those feet. You can experiment with whether your toes are tucked under, or another way to articulate is to get the ankles articulated a little bit. So if you take laces down, which we can't have laces down because we don't have our shoes on, but if you had top of the foot down, now we're articulating the ankle a little bit more, and sometimes pinning the ankle, taking one foot and laying it on top of the other ankle and rocking will really pin that ankle and get some stretching in the foot. And then if you did that, let's switch sides. Breathing always. And then from here, we're going to go to a shoulder stretch. So right from where you are, roll yourselves forward, and let's take a little heat to go down. So that means you might find a really sturdy plank, and it's called plank for a reason. It's not high, it's not hammock, but plank. You're welcome to drop knees if you'd like, and just lower as slowly as you can down. Once we're there, we can send one arm, matters not which one, out to the side. And we're just going to roll very mindfully onto that shoulder as you inhale, and then roll out as you exhale. Let's just do, let's say 4 on either side. In yin yoga, we would hold that open for 3 minutes. It's a great pose. And this gives us a whole lot of benefit too, to come in and out of it like so. And then we'll just do that on the other side. Whatever's happening with your lower body does not matter so much. You can have the legs straight, you can bend, you can tap, you cannot tap. Just focus on the sensation of this stretching shoulder. Last one. Oh, yeah.
gonna end face down, build a little bit more heat here. So if it's available, one of my favorite yoga terms, if it's available, we're gonna come back up to plank. From here, if you need to use your knees, please feel free. If pressing off the floor in full plank is working, take it, okay? So we're gonna come up to plank, and we're gonna do a rotation, open, mixed with a push-up. So let's start with our push-up, dropping down toward the floor, coming back up. We're gonna rotate our body open into side plank. Take some time there to own the position before you come back down for push-up. Push-up, going to the other side. If you like full side plank with knees off, but push-up with knees down, just do a little transition. When you get to that place, feet can be stacked or staggered inside plank. I have such sensitive feet that I don't like them stacked.
Is that right?
Last one each side, yes.
You can always just spread them like this.
Oh yes, I could do that. I could, but I'm not going to today because, you know.
Because I am. I'll
Jesse's
demonstrate.
doing it.
You demo that. I'll demo
All
that.
right, all right. Where are we going? We're coming up.
Do we have to?
Yes, it was such a nice place. Okay, we're gonna come up. We're actually gonna do some dive over lunges. Oh yeah, we did that. Let's do that. Let's just hang
Malasana.
out here for a second.
Yeah.
We
Garland pose.
Garland?
Garland Malasana.
I didn't know it was garland. I knew it was lost.
We can press the elbows into those knees as much as we like. Some of you will have heels that do not go down, and that's fine. It might look a little more like a football crotch. It's no problem at all. You can still open from there. Has to do with how your ankle's built. It's not bad or tight even necessarily.
All right. Push those hips up. Come on up to stand. Okay, we're gonna do some dive over lunges. All right, so I'll be forward, I'll be sideways, Jessie will be forward. Let's start with that right leg in front. We're coming all the way down to the floor. Front knee, back knee at 90 degrees. And we're doing dive over, dive forward. So we're really trying to get into the knee tissue, the tissue that supports the knee as we come up to almost a triangle position with the legs. Back down. Taking time to dive. Move forward. Whoa!
It's like a circular motion, right?
Yeah, that's actually a really good way to describe it, almost like a big oval. Challenge. Yes, and you have seen already how much the balance challenges me. Remember that back leg is active. As you come up, you're pressing into both feet. You're engaging that rear glute. Let's settle back in. We're going to switch sides. So often we think it's just the front side that's doing all the work. The back hip needs to be part of that motion. All right, diving forward. Notice how easily or not easily this back leg ends up being able to be part of the motion.
I failed to drop the knee that last time. That's okay.
All right, last one. Coming up. Good. All right.
That went by really, really
It did
fast.
go by really fast.
It is so good to be with you guys again. It is so good to see you. And we look forward to connecting more and more and more and more. Bye.